Hey, welcome into another edition of the NJPW G1 Backstage Comments, this time for Night 7 from July 27, 2022 from Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. So I'm Kyle is Wonderful. Thanks for watching. And if you want, these are available for free on NJPWworld.com and the YouTube page. But I know not everyone likes to read subtitles, so you can come watch these videos every day. I put out a review for each show, and then I do a separate video for the Backstage Comments. So let's just get right into it. The first match of the night. Remember, this is from G1 Night 7, July 27, 2022. House of Torture, Evil, and Show defeated Hiroshi, Tanahashi, and Young Lion Nakashima, Yuto Nakashima. So Takahashi and Nakashima are together, and Tanahashi says, as a young one during G1, we didn't have a lot of chances to wrestle. It's great that these young guys have a chance to compete in some way. Even though he's filled with frustration of losing, that'll transform into joy one day. So keep your head up. Take that from the Flow alumni of the same junior high school. So Tanahashi pats Nakashima on the back and leaves. Then Nakashima says, damn it. That was the first time I got to stand in the ring with Tanahashi. Damn. Not just me, but everyone where we're from knows how big of a superstar Tanahashi is. He's undoubtedly the biggest star to come out of Ogagi Gaifu. But I just won't watch. I'll get stronger too. So Evil says, Tanahashi, the once in a century talent, the ace of New Japan, your face doesn't mean squat anymore. And I'll end you in Royal Matsuyama. Remember that. So Sho says, hey, Nakashima, it doesn't matter how hard you try. You'll always lose. Watch who you pick a fight with. Next time, it won't just be your arm, idiot. Evil's going to embarrass Tanahashi and that crappy town of Matsuyama. Bring some joy to those pathetic citizens with your loss. So the next match was Bullet Club, represented by El Phantasmo and Kenta, defeating Team Filthy, Royce Isaacs, and Tom Lawlor. So Team Filthy are together, and Royce Isaacs says, yeah, my jaw got jacked. Check ELP's boot, because I've survived hard kicks from Josh Burnett. ELP's boot better be loaded. Next time, you better load your gloves and have a loaded heart to go to the distance with Team Filthy. And Kenta, you already know how I feel about you. Don't be surprised when you get something, you piece of crap. So Tom Lawlor says, I'm already sick of Bullet Club. Whoever represents Bullet Club next time they step in the ring with Team Filthy, you guys are going to find out who the real shooters are. ELP, you might be tough, a good wrestler, even a rapper and producer. But next time we meet, I'm going to run the jewels on your butt. And Kenta, don't get me started. And Royce Isaac says, I can't wait to buy your new book, Kenta, so I can wipe my butt with it. An awkward exchange there, but ELP then he's eating. Speaking of awkward, ELP is eating a McDonald's cheeseburger and talking with his mouth full by saying, ELP says, filthy Tom Lawlor, huh? What do you even think you're doing? You want to bring those clap tactics against the king of the clap? I've been here this whole pandemic, brother. You think you can outclap me? No. 35-year-old ELP can outclass you, and a 21-year-old ELP would too. And you think you're filthy too, huh, brother? Look at this. You can't out-filth the filth master. You got to get these gains, brother. Then ELP shoves an entire cheeseburger in his mouth, and it was pretty disgusting. So Kenta now says, that foreigner is strong as hell. Is there's sweat all over the floor again today? Everyone's sweating so much. It's not so noticeable on this black floor. I've been sitting in this sweat the whole time. Now I'm worried. It's dirty here. And Phantasmo, with that stomping bit, I'm on his side, but I'm having trouble with it. Can't Phantasmo do something a little simpler to follow? Anyway, today is different, not like the other days. I'm sorry about yesterday. I lost a block match on my book release day, so I was cold to you back there. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I called you fat, but I didn't really mean it. I'm sorry. Are we okay? Thank goodness. And you're just plump, pleasantly plump. But I'm sorry. I won't go there again. Will you come see my next block match? I'm so happy to hear that. All I wanted to say, well, actually, one more thing. My book has now been released, and I'm sticking to my word of not promoting it here, not promoting the book myself. So then Kenta moves the camera to show a random guy who says, Kenta's book is available now. And Kenta yells in the background, you are fat. Just like Scott Steiner. Kenta's always the best in these. So United Empire in the third match, Great-O-Khan and Jeff Cobb defeated TMDK's K9 Connection, Bad Dude Tito, and JONAH. So Tito and JONAH are together. Bad Dude Tito says, Great-O-Khan, I ain't never seen any crap like that before in my life. I don't know what kind of kung fu BS that was, but in the States, we don't do that crap. We fight like men. You got a receipt coming. So JONAH says, Great-O-Khan, you effing creep. You're gonna get yours. Jeff Cobb, I'm sick of Jeff Cobb. Every time we're compared the same, but I'm the only monster. The only monster is me. The number one monster is not Jeff Cobb, and I'll prove it in the monster block, which will be mine. And of course, United Empire, TMDK will rule your butt. So Great Khan now says, hail us, citizens of the Empire. The Ozara Shiburo sheep killer was effective tonight. It went by a different name before, but now it's the Luna Suburo sheep killer. Like a princess, she will sleep comfortably in our lap for all eternity. Luna is such a fitting name. Unfortunately, it'll take more than a kiss from a prince to wake you up. Another goal has been achieved. Next, victory over that voiceless moron. That'll be a piece of cake. Watch what happens next. It's coming up very soon. So then Jeff Cobb says, everyone saw firsthand when two monsters collide, I'm the number one monster. Even Fale wasn't too big to take the tour of the islands. But I'm not looking past my next opponent. This Sunday, Lance Archer. Do you know what happened the last time? I was in Kamakura Beach. A Toomba came down and stole my sandwich. I got him, and I made him to a KFC dinner. Archer, you say everybody dies. I say everybody flies, and I'll send you flying back to Jacksonville to sit on the bench at AEW. Ooh. He ain't lying, though. Archer never gets matches at AEW. He comes out like once every 2 months. So anyway, the next match was Bullet Club, Chase Owens, Gedo, Jay White, and Juice Robinson. And they defeated Chaos members Okada and YOSHI-HASHI, who also teamed with David Finlay and Young Lion Ryohei Oiwa. So David Finlay says, sometimes the Young Lions have a tendency to get beat. I probably shouldn't have tagged in Oiwa if we wanted to win, but he'll never reach his full potential without getting thrown into the deep end. Every part of my body hurts from last night, but I'm happy. It felt good because I not only did I get the 2 points, not only did I win in the main event at Korakuen Hall, but I beat Juice Robinson. Some people said I was stuck under his shadow for years. Not anymore. I took your belt, your 2 points, everything that mattered to you. That brings me to Shingo. I believe the records will show that in a tag match a few years ago, I pinned you, Shingo. I don't recall you ever pinning me or tapping me out. You've never beating me, and I intend to keep it that way. The David Finlay you think you know is a much different person now. Be ready for the fight of your life. As you may be called the Dragon, but I'm the Dragon Slayer. Those 2 points are mine. And after that, it's Will Ospreay. I still have your belt. I'm not just taking it out there right now because I don't want Juice to steal it. But if you want it back, you can try and take it off of me. So Jay White spent the whole match swearing and cussing, and he still looks mad here. So Jay White, Switchblade, says, it's just one of those days, isn't it? I'm a little on edge, a little irate at the referee. Anyway, welcome to the 2J show. First, I'd like to thank all the 2J sponsors. Then Jay points out all the sponsors on the wall behind him. And then Jay says, all great sponsors, but if you don't start lining my pockets directly, I'll have to start covering these up. If anyone else wants to sponsor the 2J show, reach out. I have 2 returning guests today, Chase Owens and Juice Robinson. So then Juice Robinson says, I just want to say a couple of rock hard facts. Finlay is an effing loser, a coward, a cheater. He will never be half the man that I am. When it was all on the line, what did he do? He grabbed his daddy's little stick and hit me in the head with it. That's cheating. How did I beat Shingo? With one of my maneuvers, because I'm a wrestler, not Finlay. Plus, he took my title. I'm the champion, not him. So Jay White says, there's yet another example of the double standards from the officials. The referees have it out for us, and they favor everyone else. But the referee tonight was this close to refereeing his last match ever. Bullet Club is going to start taking matters into our own hands. Chase, watch out for that friendly fire, mate. We fight Sunday, but I thought we were on the same page. So Chase Owens then says, well, we've got a plan. That's what we're going to do. It's just me. It's me, man. You can trust me. I'm the loyal one. So Jay White says, well, you've been here for 5 years, and it'll take a lot more than that to break us apart. So thanks for tuning in to the 2J show. And he ends it there. So pretty interesting. Better than the previous 2J shows. The next match was LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón, represented by Bushi, Sanada, Shingo, and Naito. And they defeated Suzuki-gun, Lance Archer, Tai Chi, Taka, and Zack Sabre Jr. So Tai Chi says, and he always calls Sanada Sanayan. So that'll be, when he says Sanayan, he's talking about Sanada. Tai Chi says, Sanayan, you've proven it. You can survive anything. We fought already, but I can go again. It was that much fun. I won't let you end up as a mid-carder. I'll lend my bro my chest anytime. I can take you to the top of LIJ. Or you can work for me. That works too. You're a lot of fun, Sanayan. I've got some free time right now. What should I do? The answer is YouTube, of course. I'll stream today, tomorrow, and the day after, as promised. See ya, Sanion. You're awesome. So Zack Sabre Jr. says, I'm going to suck Naito's eyes out of his socket, but I'll talk about Naito later. It's been a while since I've been around Tanahashi's aura. It's very impressive, isn't it? I was in a haze. But then I checked the remainder of the G1 cards, and that bastard has 5 main events. How many do I have? I have 1 main event. The 2022 New Japan Cup winner. 1 measly main event, you stingy bastards. But I'll take the most of it on my way to the finals. Yesterday, I was in a good mood. What a rarity. I said I was going to have a nice, clean wrestling match with the ace. But now I'm in such a foul mood. I might not retire Tanahashi, but I'll tell you what I can do. I can make this your last G1 ever, darling. I tapped you at Madison Square Garden, sent you to the hospital. This year, finally my year. I'm not waiting for the Tokyo Dome. I'll do it in October in the UK. That's when I'll take my title shot. So perm your hair up nice, hold yourself together with tape, and I'll even bring you a couple bottles of hairspray, and I'll bid you farewell to the G1 Climax. So Shingo then says, before the match, Archer had me in his sights. His aim must be good because now I'm smitten. But enough with the old man jokes. Next up in my G1 is David Finlay. I watched your match yesterday. You beat Juice in a hell of a fight. But here's my problem, David. Why'd you walk out with the U.S. title? Of course, Juice shouldn't have it either. Osprey's the champion after all. Why not hand it back to the company? Finlay, why did you take it with you? And then today, you don't have the belt with you. You're only taking half steps, Finlay. Listen up. Our G1 match in Nagoya isn't for the belt, but why don't you bring it with you? Don't worry, I'm not going to steal it. Belt should be taken care of responsibly. After I beat you, I'll take good care of it, and then I'll give it back to Osprey when I see him August 6th. After I present him with the belt, you know I'm going to beat him. So then Naito says, my next G1 opponent is Evil. Evil is 1-0 while I'm 0-2 in this C block. If this was baseball, I'm 1.5 games behind him. My back is against the wall on July 31st in Aichi. Evil is saying that my summer's over, but I know I still have a chance to win this C block. If you want my summer to be over with, go ahead and finish me in Aichi. Forever slumping Naito? Sounds kind of cool. I'll remember that. And he doesn't say cabron this time. He finished with, I'll remember that. So Sonata now said, this was interesting. So Sonata says, I've been saying this is my year. Next up is Okan. Okan's been on a roll, so I'm looking at that match as my turning point. I am definitely expecting the win. So Great Okan then interrupts Sonata, and they stands over Sonata, and they have a conversation now. So Okan says, don't suddenly try to talk big, you pathetic, voiceless moron. And what did he actually say? All he did was praise me. So you remember the Tokyo Dome? I beat the hell out of you. So Sonata says, I beat you. And then Okan says, that part escapes me. But who got their butt kicked, you moronic imbecile? Guys like you end up sitting in dark corners looking through dirty magazines. Sonata says, why did you join the Empire? And Okan says, what? I built the Empire. And Sonata says, you're dressed like a Mongolian. But you've got this undead gimmick too. And Okan says, yeah, from ancient Chinese lore. Stop trying to sound like you know anything. Okay, everyone, allow Sonata to continue to make a fool of himself. So Sonata stops him from leaving and says, wait a minute. This guy's lost it. Get a grip. Okan says, you've got nothing worthy to say. Why not give me the seat? Sonata says, go ahead, sit. This guy. So Okan says, see, Sonata's scared. He doesn't have a mind on his own. And Sonata says, he's psychotic. And Okan says, like the fallen Ganryojima, your fate has been decided. And Sonata says, calm down, eat this, and hands him some pancakes. Okan says, oh, you're funny now. Is this a challenge? Or have you already given up? He may be a dull boy, but he's got jokes. Nothing follows victory quite like pancakes. So I think that was Sonata telling Okan, get in shape, mate. So, pretty good interaction. I like that. Those guys are like total opposites, and it worked really well. So now we're to the G1 block matches, but almost nothing of importance was said after all 4 of these. But anyway, so we don't have much left in this. Will Ospreay defeated Yujiro Takahashi in a surprisingly good match, and Will Ospreay went to 4 points. Ospreay says, How in the blue F did anyone in Bullet Club teach Yujiro how to do a satellite DDT? I wasn't expecting that out of Yujiro. For someone who says he doesn't know why he's in G1, he's putting in a heck of an effort. But that's 4 points, 2-0 for the Billy Goat. Let's keep this train rolling. And then Yujiro doesn't say anything. Next match was Bad Luck Fale defeating Toru Yano to go up to have 4 points now. And Yano says, "So heavy, it's crazy. How could you do this?" And Fale says, "Yano, I'm not ignorant anymore. I know your tricks now. Too easy, too sweet." And then Hiroki Goto defeated Aaron Hanari in the semi-main event of the night. And really good match. Goto goes to 4 points. Hanari talks first and he says, "You saw that. Ultimate Weapon put Goto to sleep. That's the last thing I remember before waking up on the outside. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like Trunks when he fought Imperfect Cell. Did all that training more than anyone else for an entire year. He grew stronger, more powerful, but maybe it was just my gas tank. I couldn't get him fully up for the Streets of Rage. Take it back to Okinawa 4 years ago. We had that singles match, and it only took you the GTR to beat me, Goto. But this time, it took you every single move in your arsenal to beat me. You know I had you, Goto, and now you've softened up my neck for Naito. August 5th, my birthday. Naito, come get it. Give me a birthday present, Naito. Let's just fight." So Goto says, "My second win of this G1 Climax, but the wins are only going to get harder to get from here on out. Today, Hanari showed me the confidence he's developed growing up in New Japan. I could sense his desire to show his strong style. I never thought Hanari would push me this far. Today's match gave me what I needed for my next ones." And then the main event, Tomohiro Ishii defeated Tama Tonga in a pretty good match. I still like the Hanari one a little bit better. But Tama Tonga says, "Okay, it's a loss. I didn't like it. Last time I went against Ishii in G1, I was on top. 6 years later, I lose. But I'm done with it. Put it aside. Like everyone else in life, everything else in life, I'll move forward. Focus on the next competitor. That's where I go from here." Ishii said nothing to the crowd, which was weird. He should have at least said arigato or something like that. Come on, Ishii. But anyway, Ishii's in the back, and he just quickly says, "2 losses? My back's against the wall? Yeah, go ahead and think what you want. I'm a long way from done." So, like I said, almost nothing from the actual G1 matches, but a lot of these are to set up the next G1 matches. And maybe a lot of them are always really tired. Don't forget, not only longer matches for the G1 block matches, but it's like hot and humid summer in Japan. So they're totally tired. So I get that. We do usually sometimes hear about um, like today, Finlay and Juice talked about their match the previous day more today than they did yesterday, just because they're kind of tired and stuff like that. Plus, they can have a 24 hours to think about how that match felt to them or whatever. Wait for them to put it into words. So I'm gonna get going. We've got a couple days break until the next G1 action. It'll be Saturday and Sunday, and then next week Tuesday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got a lot ahead of us, and I'll see you guys this weekend. Not only for the G1, but I'll be here for Strong, reviewing both of those shows, and then I'll also be here to do more backstage comments. So thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your days. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.